Chicago Bears traveling to Washington to take on the Washington Commanders in Week 6 in Monday Night Football here on Monday, October 13, 2025. We got your best bets video for this game. My name is Steve. We're going to have 2 player props and a spread pick for this game that I think are great value bets for this game. Let's lock in and get this sweet.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Make sure you guys don't forget to check out our other Monday Night Football best bets video as well. Bills, Falcons. There's a doubleheader on Monday night. We got a video for each game. It's going to be a big night, guys. Looking forward to that. Also, we're going to have a live stream for this game as well. Or not for this game, for the Bills-Falcons game. So if you guys are tuning into that, you guys can come hang out with us. We'll have game audio, watch party, like a play-by-play thing going on. We'll be sweating out our bets. It'll be a lot of fun. That'll start. The Bills-Falcons starts at 7:15, so that'll start around 7 or so, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So just keep that in mind if you guys are interested in that. I don't have any results recap for you in this video. As I previously mentioned in the other one, we do a full recap of our results on Thursday of NFL Sunday and Monday. Because I'm recording these videos early. So just keep that in mind, guys. But without further ado, I think it's time to get after it and lock in these picks, guys. Make sure you guys don't forget to drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. Put a star or an asterisk next to your favorite pick, and we'll include your pick in our next video if it hits. That's our comic capper section. Our comic cappers here at the channel are fantastic, guys. They do a great job in the chat. So make sure you guys participate in that. It's a lot of fun. We can all win together. That's what we're trying to do here. So let's get after it, though, guys. I'm ready. Monday night's going to be a big night for us. We got 6 picks total. Like I said, 3 in each game. So let's have a huge Monday night. Let's go 6-0 on Monday night. What do you guys say? So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with the Chicago Bears. Plus 5.5 on the spread here versus the Commanders. We got minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. I really think this spread is too big. Just given the situation with no Terry McLaurin for the Commanders. Deebo Samuel is majorly banged up. He's a game time decision, so there's a chance that he doesn't even play. He will probably play, but still he's nicked up, obviously, if he's that much of a game time decision. So, with that lack of explosiveness, I don't see the Commanders running the Bears off the field, which is what the spread kind of indicates. I mean, by winning by a touchdown, basically, or more. I don't see that. I see this as a pretty close game here. The Bears have been playing much better over the last 2 weeks. 31-17 win at home versus the Cowboys, then went out on the road versus Vegas and won 25-24, which, I mean, it's the Raiders, but still. Oh, they've gotten it done the last 2 weeks. Caleb Williams has actually looked pretty decent, especially the last couple weeks. He's 11th in QBR this season, so he's definitely taking a step up here with Ben Johnson. Looks like he's getting more and more comfortable as the weeks go. So I think you could definitely keep him in this game, where we have 2 really bad defenses, honestly. I'm not going to give either defense a lot of credit. Both defenses have big glaring weaknesses. At various different positions all over the field. They both allow a lot of yards per play. They're both bottom 10 in yards allowed per play. So both these defenses need work. No doubt about that. So given all that, and the Commanders are kind of playing shorthanded. Jayden Daniels is still getting back into it. They scored 20 points versus the Chargers last week. They didn't kill it last week by any stretch. The Chargers just are having a lot of problems. They were having a lot of problems there on the offensive line. So, I think it'll probably be a high-scoring game. The total's 49.5. But with that being said, I think the Bears could keep up with the Commanders, who are a little short-handed here. We saw this game last year. The Bears played very well. Really should have won that game versus the Commanders. Lost on a walk-off Hail Mary. You guys all know about that, the Fail Mary. Tyreek Stevenson there was celebrating before like they'd already won, and then they gave up the touchdown there. So, for the most part, though, I remember watching that game. The Bears outplayed the Commanders most of that game. So, not going to say that's going to happen exactly like that, but I think, like I said, this will be a close game, and I think the Bears can hang in and have a shot to win, honestly, here on the road. I really like the Bears' opportunity. And honestly, they're just healthier. Only one player, one big player injured here for the Bears. That's Grady Jarrett, but that hurts the run game, which, like I said, you don't get usually as many big plays in the run game. Usually I'd be more concerned if it was in the secondary, but on the defensive line, they're a bad run defense, no doubt about that. But usually that doesn't equate to, necessarily huge plays like you can get in the passing game, right? So, love it there, guys. So I think the Bears cover. Love it there for number 1 pick. We're going Chicago Bears plus 5.5 on the spread here versus the Commanders. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 2, we're going Cole Kmet. Over 20.5 receiving yards here for the Chicago Bears. We got plus 100 odds here on Fanatics. Risking a unit here. So, guys, Cole Kmet, 3 out of 4 so far this season to this line. So, obviously, like seeing that. And he's really cleared with room, which I like that. He's coming off a game last week where he got in the 40s for receiving yards with 9 targets. You really can't, you can't do much better than that. 9 targets, that's pretty crazy. So he probably doesn't get that many this week. That's probably not going to be a consistent fixture. You never know. Obviously, Williams is pretty comfortable with him. They played together last year, so they definitely have some good chemistry, just like, Caleb right now has with Odunze. And that's honestly, I think this is part of Caleb Williams kind of coming into form. I think his connection with Cole Kmet is still a big one. So 20.5 yards, guys. What are we doing? This line is extremely low when you're talking about that type of. If we get anywhere near 9 targets, even 5 targets, that's crazy. Even 3 targets is probably enough here, honestly. So Commanders here, 26th in receiving yards allowed to tight ends. I've already played a tight end prop versus this Commanders team in cash successfully with Tucker Kraft, anytime touchdown. You guys remember that one? Well, Tucker Kraft went for like 124 yards that day. So obviously this is a positional matchup where the Commanders really struggled. They struggled versus Atlanta. And Kyle Pitts, by the way, had done pretty much nothing all season until he played the Commanders. And he put up 70 yards. I have him on my fantasy team. And he had a big week that week. And that's been his only big week. So it's very reasonable to think Cole Kmet is going to have a decent game here and at least be able to get us to 21 yards. Like I said, this is a nothing line. It's kind of like what we had on the Bills there with Josh Palmer. Very similar type of feel. So yeah, I think this is a great spot, guys. Negative game script also favors more opportunities here for Kmet as well. So you got to like to see that as well. I think, the books, if the Bears are going to keep up with the Commanders, which I think they will, it still obviously bodes well for us. Honestly, either way. If they fall behind, they're going to have to throw the ball, and Kmet should be a part of that as well. So really love it there, guys. I think Cole Kmet has a nice game here today. Love it there for number 2 pick. We're going Cole Kmet over 20.5 receiving yards here for the Chicago Bears. Plus 100 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and finally at number 3, I mentioned the Bears run defense, guys, and we're going to attack it here. We're going Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt over 69.5 rushing yards here for the Commanders. Minus 110 odds on MGM. When I additionally saw Grady Jarrett was on the injury report listed as out, this made me kind of lock this in, where I was like, okay, they got some injuries up front to an already bad run defense. Give me Krosky-Merritt, who's coming off a career game. He put up 111 yards last week versus the Chargers. The Commanders are down. Key players at the wide receiver position. Debo's coming in, nicked up. You should get a heavy dose of Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt at home here. I'd be surprised if we don't see a lot of carries from him. Just because, like I said, the injury situation with Washington and also the matchup. The Bears just don't stop the run. The 32nd yards allowed to running backs. You can't really do much better than that. So asking for 70 at this point out of him seems honestly pretty free in this particular matchup. Bears just last week allowed Ashton Genty, the young rookie running back there, to go for 138 rushing yards last week. So like I said, this rush defense has been atrocious. And I think, once again, they could get loose here. And again, this kind of goes with the game script that the books listed, with the Commanders being favored. So if the Commanders are playing with the lead, then Merritt should be getting a lot of carries as well. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the game script either way. Like I said, I do think the Bears will be hanging in the game. But with that being said, I still think the Commanders are going to be running the football. I think this is really their best opportunity. I think you probably get a heavy dose of Jayden Daniels and Krosky-Merritt, to be honest with you. I'd be surprised they don't run the ball a lot, which is why I was nervous to take. So the over-under was 49.5 for this game. I've been liking overs on Monday night, but I wasn't feeling the over just because, we could see a lot of running. particularly from the Commanders. Potentially a lot of ball control. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I think Krosky Merritt's going to be able to at least get us to 70 here. Very reasonable. So love it there for number 3 pick. We got Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt over 69.5 rushing yards here for the Washington Commanders. Minus 110 odds here on MGM. All right, guys, that is going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, as always, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support. Let's have a big Monday night, guys. We're going to have 6 picks total. Hopefully we go 6-0. Have a huge Monday night. As always, appreciate all of you guys. Drop your favorite pick below. And outside of that, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great start to your week. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.